Candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pum pum pum. Ghostly figures, they can get so bitter. Show you want to until you can turn back. You don't know where I've been. What's going on inside? Where the monsters like to come alive, come alive. Do you really wanna know me? I'm really not that cozy. It's up to you, so you decide, you decide.
Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to another Valorant Campbell live stream. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we of course have Thursday Night Valorant. We will be watching Valorant Campbell Smite. Unfortunately, Campbell Nitro does have a bye around this week, but can confirm that they are guaranteed to make playoffs no matter the results of their round or their bracket tonight. So at this point, just up to Smite to secure this playoff spot as well. Obviously, we are looking forward to seeing that match. But without further ado, let's introduce the team, introduce the roster. We have first up Cerebral Ray, aka Lynn, coming off of a big long weekend of PA Cup. She's hot, she's ready to go, and see how she plays tonight. Up next, we have Thunder, aka Evan, taking a little bit of break over the weekend. He was away, but always a rock for this team. I believe he's going to be the IGL tonight, making sure he leads them well. Next up, we have Atlee, aka 4-Slot Toaster. Again, the same thing with Lynn, having a lot of Valorant getting played. He's warmed up, he's hot, he's ready to go, and it'll be really interesting to see how he plays. Next up, we have Penguin, aka Eric. Again, someone else that we saw at PA Cup, someone that we saw do pretty well. He's stepping into a lot of different roles. Really excited to make his way back into this team and hopefully have a positive impact on them. And then last, but most certainly not least, we have Animal Team, aka Evie, again in the same boat, taking a little bit of a break over the weekend. She was doing some stuff, but she is ready to compete and hopefully hold this banner. And it looks like, everybody, we are officially getting the map started. So let's watch some Valorant. Alrighty, as we see the picks here, we see Eric on the Cypher, we see Evan on the Breach, we see Lynn on the Omen, we see Atlee on the Raze, and we see Evie on the Fade. So very interesting comp here. Not really some picks that we've seen from some of these players very often. Specifically, I want to talk about Lynn playing Omen. That's a pick that I don't think we've ever seen before. So something's definitely, a storm is a brewing in those comms. Again, same thing with Eric. I don't think we've ever seen him play Cypher at all. So it'll be really interesting to see how those two will kind of recover from these roles that they're not super used to playing. And again, same thing with Evie, as she's been playing Clove the past couple matches. So we'll see how everything goes, but we are loading in. We are ready to go. We have playing Reyna, Ronald Reagan playing KJ. Oh. Alrighty, and again, just getting everything sorted away. We have Zephyrs playing the Breach. We have Loco playing ISO and Fine playing Omen. So not exactly the same comps, but very similar in general. So it'll be really interesting to see how these teams balance each other out. But we are starting with Smite on defense. We're seeing a lot of util get dumped so far onto A site. We see Evan and Atlee here. Evan finds one. Atlee does find a second for the cleanup, but is going to fall. 3-3, so some nice trades going on. Now the rest of Smite able to make a little bit of an impact. Lynn here actually in a really interesting position. She can't really go anywhere. It's going to be really interesting to see how she could potentially swing out of this to play with her team. She sees Evie. She knows she's got that angle. And she's going to peek here, going to find an Omen. Doesn't find the Dink. Going to back up to B, where we see Eric pick one up. It looks like they could be B. Eric could be fighting here. Is he going to get KJ grenade throw at him? Luckily able to get out of it quick enough so he doesn't take any damage from it. Gonna see the Omen in the smoke, and he does find some shots to find the kill, and he picks up the KJ. 3 kills for Eric, and round 1 going to Smite. Everybody on this roster trying their best to keep their calm. And realistically, not only are these changed players, some of those that went to PA Cup, but this is a new and improved Coach Ben. This is someone that has seen other Valorant coaches, seen top-level competition, has coached against it, and is definitely going to use some of those techniques, adapt to some of those techniques. As we see Eric here getting a lineup going on the Cypher here. And Evan's going to find one quickly. We're going to find Evan real quick. As we see a bunch of Util get dumped to B. Evan going to take some shots through Lynn's smoke here. Doesn't find any more, though. So we could see a rotate here. And actually, we're going to see Evie flank. She's holding up a little bit. She's going to slowly make her way here. Evan does find a second. Evan finds a third. Eric joining the spree. Eric finishing it off. 2-0 to Smite. And unfortunately there for Evie, she had a great idea with the flank, but just a little too slow. And unfortunately, by the time she got there, all of her team found all of the kills they needed to. So, again, more so unfortunate for the fact that she didn't get to participate in all of the helping of her team. But we actually see Lynn and Evie both sitting with 0 so far, so these two definitely going to want to find their mark in this game to start building some of that positive momentum. Don't want to go too long and get too cold here, but it looks like we have some noise C. Eric going to hunker down and wait for his team. Evie going to slowly start to creep up. You see Eric and camera here just trying to spot somebody. Don't see anybody through the smoke quite yet. No eyes on anybody quite yet. We're going to look at Atlee here. So he's actually going to go back A and see if maybe they faked C. And it looks like they might have. So we have Lynn holding down that mid door. Atlee by himself right now. But here comes Evan. And Evie comes as well. Lynn going to fall, though. We actually could see a push B here. Evie going to hunker down. Eric going to find one, though, making it 4-4. Atlee going to fall. Evie going to find a couple shots. Can't find the kill, though. Back up, try to reset her spray. Spike is down, and unfortunately, Evie gets a little caught out, but Evan able to pick up a trade. Evan able to find 2. He's going to flash. Looks like Eric sees the ISO. Can he find the kill? And he does. Evan's going to fall to Zephyr, and it is a 1v1 Eric versus Zephyr. Actually, we're going to see the ult come out from Eric here, so he's going to know exactly where he is, but he's going to run right into the stun. He's going to tap. And he is able to clean up the kill, making it... No, he didn't have enough time. Making it 2-1. Very unfortunate for Smite, but very fortunate for this JSerra team as they needed to steal a round to get some momentum going their way, to be able to build up some of that positive momentum and hopefully, for them at least, turn this game around on Smite. going to see Evie here with this lineup. Air here calling a lot of C noise. We do see Lynn Smoke come out to buy them some time, but nobody moving quite yet. Lynn just hunkering down mid. Everybody just holding their positions right now. Don't want to give anything up. And it looks like Evan sees 1A. He does. He sees the ISO. Can't find the kill, unfortunately. And he's actually going to fall to the ISO. Allie's going to be able to clean it up, but he's going to fall shortly after. Sarah having the player advantage right now. Lynn going to be the first person to be able to help out A-Site. Evie now there as well. Lynn holding a cheeky angle on this door here just in case anybody wants to swing her. Evie on site. I think Lynn saw one door, unfortunately unable to find the kill, and Spike is planted, and Evie's still there. Let's see if she can find a couple. Lynn's going to find one. That's a huge kill for her, getting her involved in the game. Evie going to find one. Great kill from her. Lynn going to fall, though. Great blind there from Evie. As Eric is going to pick up the final kill of the round to secure Smite the 3-1. Something that we're noticing is that Smite really hasn't done too much different, actually. I believe they set up pretty much the same way every single time. And actually now it looks like we're going to see something a little different, but very similar game plan. Actually, I might be wrong. We might have seen this setup one time before, but very similar game plans overall, as we have Evan and Allie just crazy peeking. And they're going to check door here. And they do get the Omen blind. Can Atlee? No, unfortunately he cannot, but Evan does. Finds the kill on the Reyna. And Evan gonna find a second, gonna get collapsed on, gonna find a third though. Not having a lot of health left, but we have Lynn and Evie both creeping up their respective sites. Lynn here just gonna hold a crazy angle on A site. Evie gonna push up a little bit farther and try to force their hand. Lynn gonna find one. She's gonna fall, but now they know exactly where Zephyrs is at. And we're gonna see a pinch here, and Evan gonna find the 4K to secure the round. 4-1 Smite. But again, we're seeing this lineup again. We're going to watch Atlee here, see if he can find a couple cheeky kills early. Him and Evan playing very aggressive on this defense so far. It looks like we saw a lot. See, Eric finds a couple on cams. See the breach out there. Eric unfortunately going to go. The only person there is Evie. Lynn now joining her. Atlee and Evan both coming up. And actually, Evan ulted, found one. Lynn found one. Evie finds one. Lynn finds two. Atlee gets caught out using his util. Lynn just out of the sight of that turret. Oh my gosh, I don't know if she can get around it though. She is able to jump over it, and she finds the kill and is going to get the defuse. The 3K for Lynn, making it 5-1 for Smite. What a crazy round for her. That was So entertaining to watch. She just bunny hopped that turret. Wow, what a great moment to see. And those are the kinds of things that you really want to see on stream. And now we have a game where everybody in Smite is involved. Everybody is playing their role and doing their part. And actually, this is a little bit of a setup here that we saw, or I saw, Coach Ben and his team working on. Is this double util cross on A site? And we're gonna see Atlee find one, and him and Evan are gonna play super aggressive. Evan gonna find one as well. The rest of the team is there. Evan unfortunately can't find anybody else. Atlee, I didn't even realize had already fallen. Evie gonna find one. Gonna find two. Lynn gonna fall though. But they know roughly where the Omen is, and they have spike control. And Evie, even though she's blind, it doesn't matter, is gonna find the third, that being the Omen, securing the round. 6-1 Smite. We see a little bit of a different setup here from Eric, as quick util is going to go his way. He's going to try and hold an angle here. He sees one. Fortunately, an ult's going to come through. Actually, not an ult, just some util there from Breach. But now we do see the KJ ult, and it is going to try and hunker down and clear off C site. Eric, though, finds one with some util. Eric's able to see with the camera still. Evie gonna find one. A bunch of kills going off. Everybody on Smite getting involved. And now they're just trying to find the last one. Evan gonna flash. Gonna flash again. Gonna find the Miranda, and he's gonna find the kill. 7-1 Smite. We are seeing some incredible Valorant on the side of Smite. This is a team that looks like they just came off a high-pressure LAN, and they're ready to bounce back and make a name for themselves in their league. Actually, we see their dual breach abilities. They're going to trade abilities there. Evan here going to hold an angle. We're going to find Atlee, as Atlee's been his support the whole time. Atlee's going to take a bunch of util here. Unfortunately, Evan's going to fall. We're going to go back to Atlee. He's going to fall too. Lynn's going to find one though. Lynn's going to find two. Evie's going to find one. Evie's going to find two. And Eric going to secure the round. 8-1 Smite. And looks like we're gonna see this X. No, actually, Eric gonna switch it up. Doesn't want to do the X. Evan finds a quick one. Atlee there as well. Eric's gonna fall though. Evan's gonna fall. And it looks like they're gonna back out of this super aggressive push and try to regroup here as a team. And it looks like actually we could have a plant C this round. Evie just chilling in the opposing omen smoke. Lynn gonna fall. And Evie and Atlee gonna fall at almost the exact same time, giving Sarah this round 8-2. No real worry yet on this side of Smite. Everybody is still big chillin'. Obviously, they're all having a good time, but this is something they don't want to make a habit of. JSerra could very easily start to come back in this game. We're seeing a little bit of a slower push this round. We don't have anyone yet, and actually it looks like we do have some contact C. Eric sees somebody. He's going to full back up, though. Hold an angle here. Looks like we could be getting a prediction that they're going to go B here. I see Evan jump peeking just a little bit. Everyone holding an angle. And we have some noise A. Unfortunately, nobody's there, though. Evan's going to be the first one. He's going to find Omen. Atlee find a kill as well, but it was a trade. And unfortunately, Evan gets called out using some util. Evie's going to fall as well. JSerra do have number advantage here, but Lynn and Eric can play this round together. Wow, what a shot there from Lynn. One bullet's all she needed. Eric gonna find one as well, giving Smite the number advantage. And they're gonna swing together. Eric gonna find the kill. Do they have the time though? And just Smite 9-2. And if Smite could go up 10-2 here and then swap, this would put them in a really great place. This is a Smite team that we've seen their attack has gotten so much better over, realistically, the past couple weeks, the past couple months, realistically, the whole season. We've seen their attack build and build, be incredible an attack now. Looks like we might have some noise C. Eric actually gets captured by the ISO ult. Doesn't matter. He finds the kill either way. We see the KJ ult as well, and the Breach ult, and the Rain ult. Everybody dumping ults this round since it is the last before half. Evie trying to get out, just barely does so she doesn't get suppressed. And looks like we might have some noise A here. Evie making a call for her team. She sees the alarm or the turret. She is gonna break it. Doesn't find anybody with her util though. Atlee and Eric and Evan playing together here. Atlee gets caught with his gun out, and KJ's gonna find two, and now it's on Eric. 1v1. He's gonna come through the back of tree, just where the Reina was. She's not there anymore though. He's gonna have to play this super carefully if he wants to find her. Gotta do it quick too. Missed some shots, but he does find it. And he will have enough time to defuse, making it 10-2 as we switch into Smite attacking. Sarah J gonna have to find a solution, and it's gonna have to be now. They do not have a lot of time left. 10-2, a very hard deficit to come back from, especially against an aggressive, just monster that is this Smite roster. And it looks like we're going to see a 5-stack A here as we see Eric use the util on the trip so that way no one can flank. We're going to see the cage get thrown. And the Breachstone's going to come out, though, hitting a good few of them. It looks like Evan was able to get across. And fire some shots to the box. Going to go through door here by himself, it looks like. I hope he does have some help. A bunch of util gets thrown out here as they are just running down onto this site. Evan's going to find the first one. Eric is going to fall. Evan and Atlee both combining to find one each. Lynn finding one. And Evan finding his third of the round, making it 11-2 for Smite. And Smite, this game and previous games have shown why they are such a dominant team, why they are a team that is very hard to beat. And again, we're going to see the exact same thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We see a lot of snipers come out. Nobody finds a kill yet, though. We're going to see a bunch of util dome. Eric going to fall early. And Sarah actually having the advantage right now. Lynn getting so lucky she doesn't get hit through the smoke. Atlee going to cover his teammate Evie to finish the plant. Atlee going to find two. Fortunately, he has to reload the outlaw at this point. Lynn going to fall. 2v2. 1v2. Unfortunately, Atlee is so low on health. And he is going to fall. And I believe that will give Sarah the 3-11 game. And Coach Ben, actually, we see him doing some hands-on coaching. Again, this is some of the stuff. These are some of the notes that he saw from PA Cup, some of the stuff that he wants to use. He believes his team is good enough to be able to handle some of these more advanced strategies. And we're going to see one come out here as it looks like we're going to see a 5-stack B push. And actually, it looks like we're going to rotate to C here because of how the slow down the B push got. And unfortunately, 2 going to fall. 3, 4, just Evan left. And he's going to fall as well. Sarah going to find the 4-11. Looks like we could go back here to the A push. Or maybe we're going to see a fake here from Evan. Actually, no. I think Eric is going to fake C. But they don't go very slow here as we see a bunch of people get stunned by Sarah's breach. And Evan going to fall already. Eric almost on site, still by himself though. We could see a full rotate here, but unfortunately, Evie's already crossed over. It's going to be super hard for her to get back across. She's able to find one, though. We see the jump peak coming out. And it looks like she is going to get out. And they're going to rotate all the way over to C, but Eric is going to fall. They still decide to go the whole way over to C, but we know KJ is there. Allie going to find the KJ, though. Spike is going to go down. And as long as Smite controls the space here, they can do a great job at that. Going to be crucial for them to win this round. But Evie going to fall, giving JSerra the numbers advantage. Lynn going to fall as well. Allie's got a lot to do. And he runs right into the ISO, but unfortunately just can't flick fast enough. JSerra, 5-11. They are on a comeback, everybody. And for how much I just praised this Smite attack, they are absolutely struggling here, only finding a singular round win on attack so far. They need to switch something up, and it needs to be now. And yet again, all of us just stay right in the breach zone. We don't even try to avoid it. But Evan Diff with the sniper. And now we're going to see the util dump come out here. Actually, we're going to see the fade ult as well. Oh, that Reyna used her dismiss at just the right time. But Evan, doesn't matter. Gonna find the kill with the classic. Evie gets the flank on the Omen. 2-2. 1-2. It's all up to Evie at this point. She finds one. She finds two. Wow, what a clutch from Evie. Finding three, giving Smite a 12-5 lead and putting them on match point.
Hey, before you guys fully push out, Eric, start creeping up, and then whoever smokes, send a smoke towards the center Eric's going, and start slowing.
And looks like here we're gonna see another fake, maybe a little bit more in depth this time. And actually we are gonna see a slow fake, a more proper fake this time, as we do see some util get dumped. But Eric in combat here, let's see if he can find a pick. Oh, he sees the jump peek. Yeah, I know he wants it, but so disciplined from Eric there. But sees, oh my gosh, KJ finding a quick three, and now it's all up to Evie, and she's gonna get captured by the ISO ult. And she does find the ISO, but can she get out? And unfortunately, Omen gonna hold his ground, and as soon as Evie comes out of the ult, just going to find her head, making it 12-6. Looks like here we're seeing a little bit of a save round. Hearing Coach Ben call that as well. Again, we see Evan here with the Marshall. Let's see if he sniper diffs yet again. Opposing breach doesn't peek, and he is able to avoid the util. Not finding any shots there as we see them go through door here. Tree being cleared. Evan gonna find one with the sniper. Evie gonna find the ISO. Evie gonna find two. Atlee gonna fall though. Lynn gonna find one with the classic. But the enemy KJ gonna all here. Gonna buy Smite, or gonna, oh, unfortunately Evie gets caught without her gun. Gonna force Smite off a site here. But it looks like they're just gonna hunker. Lynn gonna fall. I don't know. I think the detain is not gonna expire in time, as KJ gonna find 4 kills and gonna secure the round for Sarah, making it 12-7. Smite probably a little worried at this point. Again, only having found 1 total round, or 2 total rounds in attack, excuse me. They're still on match point. They still have some time, but they need to figure it out very quickly. They do not want to give Sarah too much momentum and allow them to get back in this game. And right now, that is exactly what's happening. And it looks like we might see the 5-stack push here. No, actually, we're going to see a bunch of different directions. We could see a little bit of a fake here again from Eric. He's going to try and get some intel on A site. Spike is going A, though. Evie and Evan, the wonder duo, making a bunch of noise at C, though, potentially trying to bait out the team. But Breach is still A. Eric gonna cross over here. Breach is still there. They just don't know where yet. Atlee gonna find it, and we're gonna see Eric all here. Gonna get a bunch of information. But unfortunately gonna fall. Just Lynn and Evie at this point. Or Lynn and Evan, excuse me, at this point. Lynn is going to plant, though, but going to fall very shortly after. And Evan's got a lot of job to do. But if there's anyone that can do it, it is him. He finds one. And unfortunately unable to find. Actually, he does find two. But unfortunately unable to secure the round. 12-8. Still in the favor of Smite. But they need to figure something out. I said it last round. I'll say it this round. I'll say it every round that they continue to lose. This is a point in this game where they have allowed JSerra to climb, battle, force their way back into this match. And again, if you're Smite at this point, probably a little nervous now. We're going to see Evan here swing pretty quickly. Doesn't find the breach, though, I believe. Might get a dink on him. Evan gonna fall. Lynn able to pick up the trade, though. And looks like the door is gonna get opened. Evie could move up through tree here. Gonna use some util. Decides against it. And we could see the rotate to B here. Lynn taking quite a bit of damage, though. Now we're going to see Evie go through tree, but she sees the ISO. Unable to find any shots on him, though. As Eric is completely stuck at this point. Needs a teammate to be able to help him out. And it looks like Evie there thought about ulting, but decided not to. And unfortunately, maybe a little bit of a miscomm, as we knew the ISO was in tree, but just didn't even think to check it. Spike is going to go down B site. Lynn taking even more damage. Lynn and Evie have a lot to do. Never mind, just Lynn now, and she gets captured by the ISO ult. And unfortunately, she cannot find the ISO, making it 12-9. And Smite need a timeout. I know Coach Ben is not satisfied with the way his team has played on attack. This has just been, to be brutally honest, it's been sloppy. And they've only secured 2 rounds on attack. This is not okay. He called this timeout. He has to make sure his team is on the same page. And this is where the game really starts to become important. Every single round, even for the past couple rounds that Sarah was taking off of Smite, is just building their momentum and pushing Smite farther and farther down. And now we are at 12-9. And at this point, given the track record, even though Smite is still on match point, it is anybody's game.
Listen, save
And we are back from the timeout here. As it looks like maybe we could see a split push of B and C, potentially the full rotate to C. No, actually it might just have a fake C, and we're going to see the 5-stack push mid here to B site. We're going to see some util start to come out. And site is clear. We're going to see enemy KJ use her ult again. Seems like she's got it every 5 rounds. And so many kills just being traded back and forth. But Sarah coming out with the advantage, having a 4-2 player advantage here. Just Evie and Lynn. Lynn there able to clean up 1 kill. But did take quite a bit of damage. As it looks like here, they're actually going to rotate to A. Evie going to fall quick to the KJ. And now it's all up to the clutch queen herself. Does she have it in her? Well, she sees someone flank. Going to find the ISO. Still has a battle, but not as much as she did before. Going to fake door. She's actually going to teleport back to B here. She's going to plant right on the edge of B site, giving her such a good angle to hold this spike here. The only thing she has to be worried about is flank. But unfortunately, not able to do it. JSerra gonna secure the round 12-10. We might have overtime, ladies and gentlemen. It looks here we might see a 5-stack A push. At this point, I think Smite need to take their time. They've just fast pushed every single round. They haven't really slow pushed that much. Some of that is on their IGL. Yet again, we're just seeing a crazy fast push here. Actually, it looks like we're going to see some ults come out. Evie going to use the fade ult. Getting so much information. Evie gonna fall though. Lynn gonna find one. Eric gonna find one. A bunch of kills going off. So many I can't even say. But but Smite gonna secure the game. 13-10. Wow, what a battle that was. What a battle. Shout out to JSerra as they absolutely climbed their way back into this match. What a good game, though. Everyone getting involved, playing their part. And now we will have some post-match interviews, everybody. It looks like I am going to get Lynn up here first. Always very excited to talk to Lynn. She makes her way up here. Here she comes. The clutch queen herself, Lynn. A little bit of a battle that game.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough towards the end because we were hesitating way too much to get on the site, and we really had to get into the mindset that it's either we get on the site or we don't win at all. And so we kind of just made the plan of if Breach or Raze dies first, the other one just has to rush onto the site with anyone else, and we get to take it as quick as possible.
Yeah, so we saw you guys really struggle on the attack, which is kind of different we've seen the past couple weeks. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of those issues that were going on?
I think we were just a little nervous because this was the last game of this season for right now before playoffs. I think we're just nervous. I mean, people were afraid to die and then not get any picks, which is understandable. I feel the same way sometimes, and it can be stressful when the people who are supposed to push us to site are dead. But we really need to work on just not being afraid to push site and do whatever we can to get that spike down.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, we got to see you compete at PA Cup a little bit. How did an experience like that and a competition like that kind of change what you as an individual do here week in and week out for us here at Valhalla?
I just had to really pay attention to what was going on because I was playing with some new people and work around the agents that they play because not everyone plays the same agents that my team currently plays. It's a little difficult. I mean, I was on Sentinel almost the entire time, which is normal, and I'm fine with that.
Absolutely.
But working around placing my util differently depending on where my teammates want to set up on site is important. That was a little bit difficult to change up.
And since you brought it up, I want to ask about it. We saw the Omen pick tonight.
Yeah.
Is that something maybe we can see more of in the future, or one-time thing? Or
I hope so. Just because no one else really played Sentinel before I came along. So it's nice to get a change of pace. I really enjoy playing a lot of other agents, and it's nice that someone else could play Sentinel for once, and I think it ended up turning out pretty well because they could hold down site on defense really well.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, Lynn, thank you so much for your time up here. Congratulations on your victory tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys in playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, who's next? The IGL himself, the GOAT. They got someone screaming his name in the chat. Evan, welcome up to the booth. Talk to me a little bit about the battle of a match you guys just played.
So, I mean, that first half, definitely thought it would go a little bit smoother than that. Thought going in the second half, maybe we could just wrap up the game. Turned out their defense was a lot better than their offense was. Definitely we needed to trade off of each other more. Comms were pretty lackluster. Definitely something we need to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we talked about it a little bit, and you kind of touched on it. The attack, which is something that in more previous weeks we've seen you guys have really strong. What do you think was really the problem tonight that you guys fell short a little bit on that side?
Honestly, it was all trading and just coordinating abilities, pushing when we shouldn't. A lot of that. I mean, it was just taking fights we didn't have to, not swinging together, not calling out who's where. Not being patient. It was a lot of different things.
Yeah, absolutely. And something that I touched on was the patient thing, but comms being off tonight is a little bit of an interesting factor. Can you talk to me a little bit more about that and kind of how something as simple as not having a countdown or being a second off with your teammate can really impact, especially such an crucial game like Valorant?
Yeah, so when we're counting it off, it's really important for timing-wise because we can, for instance, if we pop a flash, we can peek as soon as it goes off, and the enemy team has almost no time to react.
Yep.
And we have all the time and we're already ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Evan, congratulations tonight. We hope to see more of you guys in playoffs. Actually, let me rephrase that. We know we'll get to see more of you guys in playoffs. And hopefully here soon you guys will be able to hang one of those banners that are right above us. So congratulations, though.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, looks like we're going to have Evie come up next. Here she comes. Evie.
Hello. I just realized my green screen.
Oh, no, does it blend in? Oh, you just... Well, Evie's head, welcome up to the booth. It's always great to have you up here.
Thank you.
A little bit of a battle tonight. Can you talk to me a little bit
for
about what was going on?
So our defense has always been our best, as you've seen for many times that our defense has always been our best. So our attack has always, we're really struggling with when to go, when not to push, when to play strong, and when to stay back.
No, absolutely. For everyone that doesn't know, I think we have some people laughing at the head thing because
I think Monkey's in our chat.
yes,
I do know who that is.
I can confirm that.
I do know who that is.
Yes.
And are you laughing at me?
I think they're laughing at your floating head. But anyway, we saw not a complete off pick here for you with the fade, but something different than we've seen the past couple weeks. Can you talk to me a little bit about what made you choose fade and what the comp was around that?
So today we did some 5v5s and we really liked this comp with Lynn not playing Sentinel. We haven't really seen that ever.
Yep.
So for me, the fade pick was double initiator since we don't want double duelist. So that would be I think our next best guess.
Correct.
And we had a really good setup, so it just really worked out for how we wanted to play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys played well. I've been asking everybody so far, but I want to get your opinion on as well. Attack being a little bit of a struggle for you guys tonight. Can you talk to me a little bit about really what was going on and some of those struggles you guys were facing?
Not having confidence in ourselves. Like, when we were taking our own fights, we just didn't have enough confidence for anyone to make any plan to go out. Definitely we need to work on our confidence in each other, and we're still working on our confidence with our teammates.
Of course, absolutely.
It's always learning with different teammates.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time up here. Congratulations on your win tonight. We are looking forward to see you guys more in playoffs, and hopefully, I know for you especially, get to hopefully hang one of those shiny banners up there. So
Hopefully.
thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And here comes my goat, making his way up to the booth as he breaks my setup.
Chat, I promise I wasn't me.
Coach Ben,
What's going on, people?
welcome back up to the booth.
Thank you. It's another
And-
week. It's another
and-
week here.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you were satisfied with that
No,
victory.
I definitely was satisfied. I'll
Okay,
be
you
clear.
were. Okay.
Be clear. I was satisfied. I mean, that team we were up against, they're second place for a reason. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fair. A little bit of a battle there, though, especially some struggles on attack. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where we just wanted to finish the game, honestly. And as a team, we were getting anxious and we were just playing very unorthodox and not in a good way.
Yep.
And everybody was getting frustrated. Everybody was getting a little heated. And comms were basically, comms were going, but they weren't great comms.
Yep,
So,
yep.
we took that time out, as you guys saw on stream, kind of reset ourselves. We purposely, those 2 rounds after the break, we kind of were just like, we'll probably lose these next 2. We'll
Yeah.
play for the third. We played for the third, and it worked out. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got to see, well, people here didn't get to see, but we saw some strategy coming out. You guys trying some different things at PA Cup. And then I want to know, any of that stuff made a home ground, anything that you guys saw that you're willing to try out now?
Yeah. So what's very interesting is, so we talked a little bit about counting down with our abilities and stuff like that. And, I reemphasize, like, there are certain points we should be going in on an impact, like 3, 2, 1, and we basically util dump the site, take the kills and trades that we need to. And, there's some rounds where we did do that you guys saw, and there are other rounds where we kind of messed up a little bit. So, the kids from PA Cup understood it pretty well because they did that all weekend.
Absolutely.
So now it's catching up the rest
Yep.
to be able to do that.
And finally here, you specifically, I guess I should say, having both of your teams make it to playoffs.
Yep.
What are you hoping to see out of both of these teams when it comes to the playoff bracket?
Honestly, both teams have an amazing shot at kind of going to grand finals and competing for the banner. I mean, Nitro having a little bit more of the difficult bracket in terms of skill rating, placing second or third. And we have Smite a little bit of the easier side, but rank-wise kind of match them a bit in terms of the peak. So, couple of matches Smite had all season, they were dogfights. Couple of matches Nitro had were dogfights. Honestly, I think it's just going to be just the same as we've been doing during the regular season. Keep trying out different stuff, make sure it works, and just whatever means possible, try and get the win. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach Ben, thank you so much for your time up
Appreciate
here.
it.
Congratulations on your win tonight, and congratulations on having both your teams go to playoffs. And
hey, second time undefeated, baby.
Absolutely.
Second time.
Absolutely.
2-time, baby.
Yep, absolutely. Alrighty. Well, everybody, that is going to do it for us here at Valhalla Camp Hill. I want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, for supporting us. As always, we definitely appreciate you guys, whether you're friends or parents or anybody, doesn't matter. You are appreciated here. We are very thankful. Tune in next week on Monday, where we will have Fortnite Duos playoffs week 1. I believe. I might be wrong about that, but I believe it'll be week 1. And then we will have more playoff content to follow. So, from myself, Coach Christian, and from everybody here at Valhalla Camp Hill, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.